let's say we're at the point where we get a model to work and it's training, and we want to be able to save the model and continue the training at another point. So for this, we need to be able to figure out how to save and load a checkpoint of the model. In this case, I've got a very simple CNN network that's training on the MNIST dataset. What we want to do is we want to be able to, let's say, checkpoint. We're going to store it as a dictionary. And let's call it state dictionary. And model.state dictionary. And also, not only the model parameters, we're also going to store the optimizer. You could store more things as well, like the epoch, the best accuracy, and whatever information you want. Let's just keep it simple, and we want to store the model parameters and the optimizer in this case. Then we're going to do optimizer.state dictionary. And then what we want to do is, let's say, if epoch is equal to 2, you can do whatever here, if maybe the 5th epoch or something like that. Then we want to call to some function, save checkpoint with the checkpoint, so with the dictionary we created. So let's create that function, define checkpoint, and the checkpoint is going to take some state, so the dictionary we created here, and it's going to also output to some file. Let's put it, call it my checkpoint, and use the standard convention of using .pth.tar. So let's do some print, saving checkpoint. And then we're going to use torch.save state at file name. Okay. Right. So let's see. Checkpoint, save checkpoint. Yeah. So let's try to run this. Undefined save check. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be an error. Save checkpoint. And this might take a while, so I'll just continue when it's done. Yeah, so now we train 2 epochs and we see saving checkpoint, and let's actually see, yeah, so if I take up that folder, it's going to show my checkpoint, and that's the file. Now, next point, let's say we want to actually load it. So yeah, we want to create another function, define load checkpoint from a checkpoint, and we're gonna do print loading checkpoint, and then we're just gonna do model.load state dictionary checkpoint from state dict, and then pretty much the same thing but for the optimizer. And again, if you save more things in the checkpoint, like accuracy or epoch or whatever, you're gonna have to take this from the dictionary as well. So for example, if we would have checkpoint of best current accuracy or something, you would call it like this. But we only have the state dictionary and the optimizer. Then let's say we're going to have another hyperparameter. Let's say we have load model is true. So we're going to do, after we've initialized the model and optimizer, we're going to do load model of torch.load my checkpoint, so the file that we created, whatever you call that one, and that's all. So we can do if load model, then load checkpoint, that's what we call that function. And so now it should load model, and if the epoch is 2, it's gonna also save the checkpoint. But let's say that we want to, I don't know, store it every third epoch. So we can do epoch modulus 3 equals 0. Then it's gonna create another checkpoint and save the checkpoint. For example, you could check the accuracy, see if the accuracy is better than some best accuracy, then you could save the model. There are multiple ways of doing it. Let's say we just want to do it in this simple way. I'm going to let it train for a while, just so we can see all of it. All right, so it trained for 10 epochs, and we can see that in the beginning, it loaded the checkpoint, and then it also saved the checkpoint because epoch 0 modulus 3 is 0. So then we ran for 3 epochs, or trained for 3 epochs, and we saved the checkpoint, another 3, save, another 3, save. So it seems to be working. Let's see. So now it's 0.43, the mean loss for that epoch. Let's say that we now rerun it. And we can see, so it restarted with about the same loss value as the previous one, right? So this means that it's continuing from this point rather than restarting. If, for example, we set load model to false, then we see that it restarts, right? The loss is much higher now. One thing to be careful of is now when we set load model to false, it now, when it saved the checkpoint, it actually overwrites the previous file. So you have to be cautious of that, not to train for a long time and then overwrite your checkpoint file. Yeah, if you have any questions about this, leave them in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you in the next one.